In this video, I will show you how to create a comparative column graph. I've taken the liberty of extracting a screen print of the instructions and the graph we will create, so you can see exactly what details I need. Now we need to create a chart, a graph based on the details that have been given here. I can widen all the columns, but it's not necessary for the graph. You will create a comparative bar or a column graph using the total data and the corrected data for all the boats. So for this, I need to highlight this column. Let's give this a color. The total column. You don't have to color these. I'm just doing this for the purposes of selecting the data. This is what we need to create this graph. Now, if I was to select this data and then I move over to select this gets deselected. So how do you select all the data and missing out the columns in between? The first thing you need to do is click on this column, the first one, hold down the Control key, and then select the remaining data that you require. Bear in mind that when you select data, you must have equal amount of rows and columns that you need to create the chart. If you have uneven rows, it will give you an error when you create the chart. The next step is to go to Insert and choose the dialog box for charts. And what this does, this gives you a recommended chart type of this one, which is what we do want. But just to show you where all the options are for the charts is here. Click on the All Chart tabs, and here you can see column, line, pie, bar, etc. As we're on the column chart, this is actually what we want. It's called the clustered column. If you want to see the next one, this is the stacked column and 100% stacked and etc. We only want the very basics for now, so let's select clustered column and choose OK. The partial graph is created with most of the details we require. You can see display the boat names along the x-axis has already been done because I selected the boats here. You can also see that the legend has been done and it's identified by each bar with a different color. So total is the blue one, which is this column data, and the orange one is the corrected data, which is for this column, and these two shows that it's representing this data. Okay, what we're going to do is put this into a new sheet. So make sure the graph is created on a sheet separate from the source data. So in order to move this to a new sheet, you click on Move Chart from the Design tab, and then you will select New Sheet. We are in a new sheet now. Unfortunately, my instructions are behind the screen, so I will switch between the two to read out the instructions on what to do next. So it's asking us, so I'm just going to put them alongside each other instead. There we go, just so you can see what I'm doing. Display the boat names along the x-axis. That's already done.